Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in this video. So this is about the magic of the second lord placed in the 12th house. Okay. Now, the 12th house, of course, is the house of savings, is the house of your saved assets, okay, your family wealth. And 12th house, of course, is the house of giving, the house of your losses. Okay. So many a times I get this query from people as to, my second lord is placed in the 12th house, what to do, how bad things are, and, how bad I am, how bad situations I am facing because my savings are much less as compared to my spendings, or, I'm not being able to save any money. Okay. So I'll just address this concern once and for all, because if the second lord is placed in the 12th house, there is a lot of fear and misconception regarding displacement. Okay. So how can you make this placement work for you? It's a video covering that. Okay. But before we get into the meat of the topic, kindly subscribe to the channel, share the content if you find it useful with your friends and family, and do let me know if you would like to know any other topics about astrology in your comments in the feedback section. Okay. So the second lord is your the second house is your Kutumba Bhava, Kutumba Sthana. That is the house of your saved wealth, your family's wealth, your assets, and everything. And if the second lord is placed in the 12th house, it creates the impression or perception that the person is a spendthrift. The person spends more than he or she earns, and a lot of things that are propagated in the name of modern astrology. Okay. Now, to put things in perspective, if the second lord is retrograde and it is placed in the 12th house, it is actually good, because then it is going to give you more wealth as the planet attains its maturity age. Okay. So this is the first principle that you need to understand before making an analysis. Okay. The second lord being retrograde placed in the 12th house is good. Okay. It's good. Initially, it might give you difficulties in saving money, or it might give you difficulties in, in having a good bank balance. But as the planet matures, as you mature in age, you will understand how to have savings. Okay. Secondly, if the second lord is a direct planet and is placed in the 12th house, then you have to follow the principle of giving. Okay. And giving is, you have to understand that giving is the key to receiving. Okay. So this placement will be, will be malefic for you. This placement will cause all sorts of problems if you are into the habit of hoarding. Okay. If you are in the habit of hoarding things, this placement of the second lord being direct and placed in the 12th house is going to give you a lot of problems. So you have to be open to spending. Okay. And not spending for your pleasure, not spending for your entertainment, but spending for the common good of everyone. Okay. So once you start living your life in that way, once you start giving, you will start receiving. That means the second lord will start bringing you the money. Okay. And out of all the donations, food is, of course, the best donation. Okay. Food is, of course, the best donation. And followed by education, and then followed by money. Okay. So money comes third, but food is the best donation. So every time you get an opportunity, if you have the second lord placed in the 12th house, on the day of this second lord, please donate some amount of food to the needy. Okay. It could be rice, it could be anything, but do ensure that you donate some amount of food to the needy, because it's going to go a long way in ensuring that you have a stable and a very good cash flow in your life. Okay, that is number one. Number two, as I said, giving is the key to receiving. So always be generous when it comes to giving for the benefit of others in your life, not for yourself, but for others. Okay. Be miser with yourself. That is not a problem, but don't be a miser when it comes to spending for the welfare of others. And as you start doing this, maybe for at least 4 weeks, or maybe for at least 8 weeks, you'll see a lot of good changes, tangible changes coming your way with regards to money and other things in your life. Okay. So that's it. It's just going to be a short video anyways, but do remember whatever I said regarding the second lord being placed in the 12th house, and stop fearing displacement. It's nothing to do with losses. It's nothing to do with, getting your assets, having your assets sold off, or losing, it's not about losing your assets and things like that. All right. So that's it from me in this video. Do leave behind your comments in the feedback section. And if you want a consultation regarding your chart, you're always free to reach out at the number provided in the description box. Okay. Namaste. Om Guruve Namaha.